Hi everyone, today our group will be sharing about sleep deprivation and how it affects our psychological health. I'm Xiaoyin.
I'm Naja. I'm Anisha. And I'm Farzana.
So this is our infographic poster which comprises of the introductions, the sign and symptom, factor of the sleep deprivations, and treatment and the medication, and lastly the conclusion. So to understand in detail of the poster, we now move on to the slide. So in our slide, we will be discussing about introduction, sign and symptom, factor or causes, treatment or medication, and lastly the conclusion. So did you know that even just one night of poor sleep can reduce your memory, slow your thinking, and lower your mood on the next day? So what is sleep deprivation? It is when someone does not get enough sleepless than what the body and the brain need to function properly. Here is how much sleep people usually need. So for adults, 7 to 9 hours per night is recommended, while teenagers, 8 to 10 hours is suggested, and lastly children, 9 to 12 hours is the best. However, unfortunately, study shows that about 35% of the adults sleep less than 7 hours each night. So, why is sleep important? It helps the brain with learning and memory. It keeps our emotion balanced and reduce the stress. It strengthens our immune system so we don't get sick easily. And lastly, it lowers the risk of health problems and help us focus at school or work.
So now I'd like to talk about signs and symptoms of sleep deprivation. Not getting enough sleep doesn't just make us feel tired, but it can impact our body, mind, and emotion in many ways. Let's start with the physical symptoms. First, you may feel very sleepy during the day, even you are trying to stay awake. You might also experience headaches, and often you will find yourself yawning a lot even in the morning after you wake up. So next, there are emotional and mental symptoms. People who are sleep deprived can become irritable, getting annoyed or angry more easily than usual. You may notice increased anxiety, feeling nervous or worried for no clear reason. Some experience depression, feeling sad, hopeless, or tired all the time. There's also increased stress and sensitivity to emotion, making life feel more overwhelming. So last is cognitive impacts. Your reaction time can slow down, and you might find that your memory gets worse, forgetting things more easily. And lastly, you may struggle to solve problems or make decisions, which can affect both schoolwork and daily life. And all these symptoms, whether they are physical, emotional, or cognitive, it can make it much harder to study, work, or enjoy our daily life. And that's why getting enough sleep is so important for our general well-being. Next, we move on to the factor of sleep deprivation. So the first one is lifestyle and habits, which is having an irregular sleep, whereby you go to the bed different time each night. Next is the overuse of electronic devices such as phones, tablets, or watching TV before sleeping. And next is drinking coffee, energy drinks, or alcohol late at the day. And then next is high level of stress such as overthinking or being too busy. Next factor is the environmental factor, such as having a noisy surrounding, uncomfortable beds, or lights in the bedroom. And next is the medical issue, which which are the insomnia, whereby the person having trouble falling asleep. Next is sleep apnea, where the breathing stops during the sleep, and having chronic pain that keeps you waking up during the night. Next is the circadian rhythm disruption, where the changes in time zone having irregular patterns interfere with the normal sleep cycle. And lastly, genetics would also play roles in the factor of the sleep deprivation, whereby some people inherit traits that make them more vulnerable to sleep difficulties. Next, we're moving on to the treatment and medication. Firstly, we have diet and exercise, which is eat healthy diet and stay physically active during the day, which can help improve sleep quality. And then avoid eating heavy meals close to bedtime, as digestion may interfere with your sleep. And then pharmacological approach, which is medication, have over-the-counter medication like melatonin supplement, which may help with occasional sleep trouble, and then prescription medication like zolpidem, which may given by a doctor for more serious sleep problem. And then we have lifestyle adjustment, which is set a consistent sleep schedule, go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. It can regulate your body internal clock, and then avoid screen and blue light before sleeping, which is device like phone and laptop emit blue light that can interfere with melatonin production, which make harder to fall asleep. And then limit caffeine intake in the late afternoon or evening can keep you awake. And lastly, practice relaxation technique like deep breathing or meditation to calm your mind and prepare for sleep. Last but not least, we have cognitive behavioral therapy, which is this is a type of therapy that aims to change negative thoughts and habits related to sleep. It includes techniques like sleep restriction, which is limit time in bed to increase sleep drive, and then stimulus control, which is associate the bed only with sleep, and lastly, mental relaxation to reduce anxiety about not sleeping. Yes.
So, in conclusion, sleep is very important for our brain, body, and emotions. Long term sleep deprivation may increase the risk of heart disease, diabetes, depression, and even memory loss. So, we believe that sleep health should be promoted in the school, workplace, and communities. Together, we can build better habits and support each other in getting enough rest. Thank you for listening.